It's been a wet and dreary day by the shores of Lake Erie, but we have football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. On play action, now Rodgers. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Bills are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. So after the INT, it's Allen. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen letting one go deep for the end zone. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point forthcoming. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now this thing gets marked where it went out of bounds, so they're going to have really good starting field position near midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's a give to Fournette. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a 1st down. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. Open space inside the 10. Breaks through the contact. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup. It's been a wet and dreary day by the shores of Lake Erie, but we have football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
First carry for Nick Chubb. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run the counter. Pollard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw is Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
Room here to run. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A give running right is Chubb. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a give here to Pollard, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And they'll get this down to the 10. 10 yards the pickup. 1st down Cleveland. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch the twist, watch the twist. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check it out, Reed.
Now Leonard Fournette. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Handoff comes to Chubb. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 6-yard pickup. It's still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up. They'll run for it. Chubb. And this time he is in. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. On play action, Allen. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Allen off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Anthony Schwartz hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check 59.
it's Rodgers. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Pollard. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Touchdown, defense. 56. Mike, 56.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And that play is blown up. Losing yardage back at the 35. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Check 24. Check 24.
Get 300. Get 300. Next one.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Slot, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Gregory Rousseau in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Second and 10. Allen now looks to throw. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. This time the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer. But you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
Yeah, showed it right there outside of the pocket and on the money. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. And they get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Here's Rodgers. And finding the tight end Hooper. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. Deuce. Check.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slip.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Bills are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
15's the mark. 15's the mark. I got 15. Rack. Watch 15. Watch 15. Watch 15. Five wide.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the deep.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Rodgers now to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw into the hands of Hooper. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Pollard. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Three yards remain for second down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On first down, Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? On play action, Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Second and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Allen going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. A final shot before half for Allen. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet. But they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Here's 2nd and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen going for the deep ball. He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 59 yards. And the Bills come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Fournette once more on 2nd down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's able to find Miller. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. It's complete. It's Miller. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 59 yards on the ground for him so far.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Pollard. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Pollard again. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. He's at the 40, the 20, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 97 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Hey, tight. Watch 15. Watch 15. Mike 15. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, look, we're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15. All right? Ready?
To throw, it's Allen. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Allen going to throw. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, number 20! Let's go, 52.
Focus, defense, focus. Mike 28.
And again, it's Allen. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Hines. Finding room to the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Going to run again here with Pollard. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the 1st.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On 1st down, Pollard. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Begin.
50.
Run for Pollard. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's got room. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 78 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. We're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Andre Sisco. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Bass on for the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers got a man. That's Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. From the 30 on 2nd down, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Gregory Rousseau able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Rodgers going to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Rodgers. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Fournette. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. Elliott good with a PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And incomplete on the deep ball. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He's coming.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. And Diggs has it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Mike 28. Man, I got you.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Allen. Flush to his right. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. To throw is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Throwing is Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
49's the mic. Watch 49. Yeah, that's what I do. Jump out.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, look, we're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15, all right? Mike 15. Mike 15.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Out of coverage, a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
Their own 41-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
56, 56.
Hey, look, we're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15, all right? Tackles. Mike 15. Mike 15.
We ain't giving up nothing.
So Allen's going to look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Rolling to his right. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Buffalo, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.